This is the most colorful deck I own, the XQ 49 deck of playing cards. Now this is going to probably be one of the shortest decks that I've ever reviewed on the channel, simply because of how simple and complex it is at the same time. You'll understand more of what I'm saying. Now the reason I have these going crazy in the background is because of how colorful this deck is. I've never tried this. This is going to be insane. So, thank you to Magic and Encarta for sending me this deck. Now, just because they sent me this deck does not mean that this deck is going to change, because the deck on how it looks doesn't change, so my review won't change. And if you guys want to pick it up, I'll leave the link to them in the description below. So without any further ado, if you like deck reviews and playing cards, I review a new deck of playing cards every single week. So subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notified when that happens. Let's get into this right now. Now, the tuck box right here has the 7 colors of the rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, the other side has 7 blocks, except for this time they're 3D. The back is just the same as the front. This is just the same as the side. The bottom of the tuck box has Magic and Encarta, different ad copy. The top has XQ 49 in a bunch of different colors. The bottom and inside of the tuck box right here, you just have a sun or a flower in a ton of different colors, and the inside is just black and white. That's all I can say for the tuck box. Let's take a look at the cards. And this is insane. First of all, let's get rid of... Actually, let me show you the ad cards before I show you everything else. Simply because you are not ready for the freaking backs. Or technically faces, or however we're going to describe them. So, first of all, here's number 1. Absolute insanity. Number 2. Just Magic and Encarta. Same as the face in the tuck box. Number 3. Insanity. Just a ton of cool things that they're doing with the Magic and Encarta logo and all of these color combinations. These, like, I still don't understand why we have this one. That one doesn't make any sense to me. Look at that. Read that. The amount of color combinations. What the frick? I don't even know how to pronounce half of that. And then we're back to the beginning. So, excluding this, let me show you this. Now, let me just fan the back design first. Are you looking at that too? Oh my gosh. Let me just do a quick riffle for you guys. This has to be one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen. Seriously, watch this. Ready? Now notice, it's going from the center to the outside, right? It's moving outwards. Watch the faces. Ready? That's for this side. Bam! Right? This side's fanning. Looks like that. And this time, when I show you this, it's going to be moving to the center. Now, I have not shuffled this deck yet. And I'm kind of scared to, because it looks so freaking cool when you do. Right? So doing something like this, gorgeous. Let me show you under pressure with both of them. So under pressure with the first side, oh my gosh, that thing is hypnotizing. And under pressure with this side. That's freaking dope. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to shuffle this deck for the first time, because you guys need to know if this deck can Pharaoh, because it's clearly a cardistry deck. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Alright. It's Pharaoh from... I don't even know which way's top and bottom anymore. Also, the backs to the ad cards are also like this as well. So you can do cardistry with those too. So, this deck from that side, Pharaoh's fine. No problems from that side. I don't know which side this is, but we're going to check this one as well. And that one, Pharaoh's just fine. So let's see what this thing fans like now. Okay, that's still fans just fine. What the heck? You can't even get this thing to not look good. This time it's more random. So you have more ins and more outs. Still though, looks beautiful, right? Even after Pharaoh shuffling this thing twice. So again, this is definitely going to look great with cardistry. No problems there. So when you're talking about this deck, it fans well, it looks fantastic, freakishly creative. Borderless deck, colored like crazy, double backed on the whole deck. The amount of color combinations. Let me just read that for you guys. Let me see if I can actually read this. Over 7 undecillion, I didn't even know that was a word, 365 decillion, 615 nonillion, 666 octillion possible color patterns. I didn't know any of those words existed. I really didn't. That's utterly ridiculous. That's just freakishly crazy. So, you know what it looks like. You know it fares well. How does this deck feel like, though? Is it thick? Is it thin? Does it handle well? The finish feels well. But, like, is it buttery? Is it snappy? Is it stiff? Let me tell you real quick. So, first of all, I can't hand this deck through the freaking camera. So, this is the best that I've got. I have two ways of showing you. First of all, is the thickness. So, you have thin, middle of the line, and thick. It's definitely on the thinner side, right? So, it's definitely not middle of the line, or especially not thick. It definitely leans to the thinner side. I almost wonder if it's like if it's a crushed classic stock, right? That's where I'm at. So if I had to take a guess, I'd say it's so freaking easy. I'd wonder if it's crushed classic stock. That is so freaking cool. Ready? Just freaking awesome. I keep on shuffling this deck, and it just keeps on getting cooler. Look at that. Look at this thing. Ready? That's freaking dope. That's freaking dope. Right? I love this deck. This deck is so freaking cool. XQ49. So, not only does it look good, it feels good. Oh, thickness. Goodness, I'm just raving about this deck. I haven't hardly touched it because it looks so freaking cool, and I didn't want to shuffle it until the review so I could show you guys. I'm so happy. So, you have buttery, middle of the line, snappy, or crispy, and then stiff where you can't move it. Is definitely between middle of the line and buttery. And I'd say it leans even farther more buttery than middle of the line. So definitely a really easy deck to perform any type of move like this with. Now, let me see if I can do anything like that needs a snappy type move. Oh gosh, yeah. That looked cool. Okay. We're going to cut up. You know what? Let me see if I can just... No, that's not going to work. Alright, so now that you guys have seen that, and after I geeked out about it, you now know what the deck feels like as well. Who should buy this deck, right? There are some people that should, and some people that shouldn't. First of all, are you a magician? If you're a magician, there's no way in the world you should ever pick up this deck, because there's no value or suits to this deck. If you're a magician and you pick this deck up, you might got something going on out there. So, don't even do it. If you are a cardist, 100%. This is definitely a deck I could be doing some cardistry with. Like, I could be doing some cool cardistry with that. Now, your angle sucks for doing cardistry when you're up there by my face. But still, this is that. Oh, let me try Encarta real quick. Oh, come on now. Let me stand up on a chair. Sorry, I'm just geeking out. This is just a video of me going crazy. This is just fun. Alright. I'm just on my knees at this point. Come on now, let me do that again. That's freaking dope. Let's try the other side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on now, I'm up. Bam. Oh yeah. The amount of things I'm going to be able to do with this. Oh yeah. This is a freaking cool deck. So, let me get off this stool that I use for drums. FYI, I'm a drummer. That's not relevant. But, what the heck are we talking about? Cardistry. That's what we're talking about. If you're a cardist, 100%, pick this deck up. Collectors, definitely pick this deck up. Number one, the amount of color combinations is something that you don't have. You don't have a deck that has this many color combinations, because you can also do that. Ready? Ready? You could also flip it over. Now, I can't do that because that would hurt my heart, because I'll never get it back the same way again. But for now, like, imagine if you have all those color combinations, and then you go like this. You just flip over one. The amount of color combinations is just, it's absolutely insane. So, that's super cool. It's not crazy out of price range, so it's not like one of those types of collectibles, and it's not super rare, but definitely a collectible deck. Plus, it fits fantastically up there on a cool shelf like that. So, I'm definitely going to have to get another shelf, and it's a good thing I did. So, definitely, collector's deck, super cool. Should you ever play card games with it? No, there's no values or suits. No. And this is a hype deck. Frick not. Frick no. Not a hype deck. No. 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 Not a hype deck. Not a hype deck. So, Super freaking cool deck. Love the way it's designed. And you should pick it up. You should pick this up because I'm going to pick up another one. I didn't pick up the first one, but now I'm probably going to go buy one. I love this deck. I really do. I wish I wouldn't have filmed my top 5 video. Wow. This deck's freaking cool, y'all. This deck's freaking cool. This was going to be a short video, and then I just pretty much raved for half of it. If you want to pick this deck up, you can pick it up in the description from Magic and Encarta, who sent me this. So clearly they're a cool company who produce freakishly cool decks. So if you want to pick it up, I'll help you guys out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So please make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. It really does help me out a lot. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.